Hey everyone, it's Dan, the GM, bringing you What the Dice, Season 2, Shadowrun. So, let's meet our runners.
Hi, I'm Jared and I play P. Dexter. Now, are those horns or are you just happy to see me?
Hi, I'm Ethan. I play Cypher, our Troll Street Samurai. Keep it up, and I'm gonna make you eat that hand.
Hey guys, I'm Nightland, and I play Sparkles, the satyr that puts the boom in bougie.
Hey, I'm Miz, and I play Taipan, Puppet Master, Social Disaster.
Listener discretion advised. Content warning level, green. Standard Shadowrun subject matter, foul language, sex, violence, drugs. For all of our content warning, none of these subjects go into graphic detail, but it is involved in the story of the episode. Listener discretion advised.
As the camera pans in, we find ourselves still standing in front of this massive troll. His red eyes glaring down at us. We feel just this intensity of his stare. He holds out his hand. We're not sure what he is asking for in this silence. Then we hear his deep, booming voice.
The chip. Hand it over.
There's a moment. This single moment where time feels like it stands still. Where we make our decision to hand over this chip or to run. And we decide to run. We duck under his hand and take off running as fast as we can. Time seems to change. We feel like we are running faster, able to move between the crowds like they are parting. We can hear the panted breaths of that troll behind us. We know exactly who that is. We don't need an introduction, and we don't want to be caught. We quickly slide down a corner, running up some stairs onto the rooftops, and then jump across to the next roof, where we quickly make our way in. As we hide ourselves in a broom closet, we close our eyes, listening to the world around us. There's silence. Sweet silence. He got a good look at our face. We know that we will be hunted. We wonder what exactly we just got ourselves in. What dreck have we stirred up? As we continue to listen to the world around us, trying to figure out exactly what to do, in our earpiece we hear that oh so familiar static. Hoi 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 chummers, that ass Sparks here. So, what's been going on with Eddie? Eddie has found himself off, traveling the wastelands, traveling no man's land, traveling and getting to know some of these go-gangers that hang out mostly in no man's land. Eddie found something out. Eddie found out that if you pitch him a couple of beers, listen to their tales, don't cause problems, and understand who you can talk to and who you can't, for the most part, these go-gangers ain't too bad. I mean, you gotta be smart about it. You don't want to pick sides, but you don't want to make sure you don't look like a target either. Gotta say though, I still miss the go-gangers in the main cities. The big gangs, the Halloweeners, the ancients, them kind of guys. Something about the bigger gangs makes Eddie feel a lot safer when you've made friends there. Granted, Eddie is human, so the ancients ain't too fond of Eddie, but Eddie gives them info and they kind of let him hang out a little bit longer and then draw pistols to tell me when it's time to go. So I take that as a, at least they don't shoot on sight, so that's a plus. So what's been going on with the runners that we hang out with and listen to? Well, looks like they got themselves some hoity-toity meetup in the AAA district at some fancy pants tea shop. Man, Eddie does not miss that kind of things. There's something about getting stuck in the AAA districts and having to deal with all that dreck of dressing up nice and acting all formal and polite. Man, frack that right up. But they got themselves a meet, and they got to get themselves that meetup and see what kind of pay we's talking about on this run of theirs. It is a rainy day in the Golden City. The current forecast has a percentage of acid rain, where most people who are not squatters or the rabble that live in no man's land, most clothing nowadays is treated with the special protectant to give that acid rain a run for its money and not damage your clothing. We watch as VTOLs screech across the sky, taking the upper echelon of the wage slaves to their jobs as the streets become damp with this rain. The camera slowly pans across the city until we see this small little suburb in this unassuming little complex. Camera fades out and fades in, and we are now inside. It's quiet until we start to hear the alarm on someone's comlink. Cypher or Taipan, you two have been noted as the ones that wake up first. Who wants to start us out?
Bold of you to assume I can use my comlink to set an alarm.
No one ever said that you've ever been able to figure out how to unset it.
Yeah, that's also fair.
You've said it once and you've never been able to figure out. You just know if you hit the buttons enough times, it stops going off.
Yep.
All this time, Taipan has just not wanted to get up early, but does because they can't set the alarm off.
That's the narrative now.
Just come to accept it.
I was gonna say, I'll have Cypher get up and start his morning exercise routine.
And Taipan not too long after. Yeah.
Which I believe you dragged your dog bed into the middle of Sparkle's room so you could just sleep wherever you wanted while she wasn't there.
Yeah. Because it gets noisy in the living room in the morning.
Yeah.
So yes, I am currently in the corner of Sparkle's room.
Which part of you is in the corner?
One part, I don't know.
The answer is all parts, because it's a square room.
I'll turn on the soy calf machine.
There's this screechy, grindy sound as the soy dispenser begins to process the soy with whatever additives you've chosen to add.
Makes me miss pig.
It is now canon Taipan's favorite meat flavor is pig.
Yeah.
You could always get the flavor packet pig flavored for your soy dispenser.
Oh,
I accidentally have added pig flavor to the coffee, though, is what happened.
Not bacon, pig.
Yeah,
like
pig.
Pork.
Yeah, yep. Cypher,
Well,
this
that
coffee tastes weird. Cypher, this coffee tastes weird.
okay, don't drink it.
But I just hand Cypher the cup.
It has an unusual pig scent to it.
What'd you do? Crumble up a pig and grind up a pig and brew some coffee with it?
I don't know what I did. I don't use these things very often.
What possessed you to use it in the first place?
I want coffee.
And you didn't stop to think to ask you to make coffee, so you didn't end up with, I don't know what this is?
You're right. Yep, you're right. Can you make me a cup of coffee, please?
Yeah, I can do that.
So I don't end up with liquid ham again.
There's something very wrong with that statement. Cypher will go over and check the soy coffee machine to see what Taipan did to it.
Like, through a series of button switches and button presses, she has added pork flavoring to the coffee machine, or to the coffee dispenser part.
Taipan,
Yeah?
Where in the hell did you even find pig flavor?
I don't know.
I'm fairly certain pig flavor is not a standard flavor here.
Listen, I don't know what happened, okay?
You and I are going to have a sit down on how to run a coffee maker.
That's probably smart. I think I've also ordered like 6 more refills for the van on accident.
Oh dear God. Yeah, Cypher's going to clean out the soy maker and make regular coffee. Not pig coffee, not bird coffee, just regular soy coffee.
All right.
Avian flavored soy.
Tastes like real avian.
What the duck is this crap?
Now, Taipan, you could always give that to P-Dexter when he gets up, though.
Oh, that's so smart. Hang on, leave it there.
Go for it.
All right. So, P. Dexter, you do need to check into work at some point. It is.
Yeah, so my alarm's probably going off. You've been absent from work too long alarm. Dex will roll out of bed. I don't know if I went home last night.
I believe you stayed at the safe house.
Yeah. So the strange smelling soy pork coffee has him curious as to what's burning in the kitchen. He didn't sleep well. He had nightmares, so Dex comes staggering out of his bedroom, looking kind of haggard, rubbing his eyes a little bit, and he says to the group, "Man, guys, next time remind me to look in the truck. I know it doesn't make sense, but I really feel like the box of puppies is a box of actual puppies. I tried throwing one into combat last night while I was in my dream, and when it was a real puppy, and then it exploded, and yeah."
Hey, Dexter, what did you eat, drink, or smoke before you went to bed?
Nothing. The guys kind of stopped and just stared at me in horror like I was some kind of monster. It was an effective way to end the fight, but I blew up a puppy. So...
Is that why you're up 4 hours early?
Yeah, like I bit its tail off and then threw it.
Oh,
it was
God.
just really intense.
Wow.
Well, here, have this coffee.
Do I catch a whiff of this?
We'll allow you to make that call. How tired is
It's more of he sniffs it and he's like, kind of turns his nose up at it and then takes a sip anyways because fucking soy calf is soy calf. It's already terrible as it is.
Yeah, I mean it tastes like pig. Not bacon, not like it tastes like a slab of cold ham.
Kind of like slabs of cold ham. He'll turn his head, kind of study the flavor for a second, shrug, and just take another sip.
Okay, you can no longer say
Huh.
the Bulgarian pudding used as a creamer substitute is weird.
Well, that did not go as a prank should.
This tastes terrible, guys. Who made this?
Yeah, that would have been me.
Fired.
Yeah, good. Probably shouldn't be near any machine, actually.
Actually, I'm kind of surprised the soy dispenser didn't animate and attack everyone in the house.
I
I'm
mean,
not that terrible, gosh.
You added a flavor to the soy coffee that doesn't even exist.
kind of impressive.
It is, in a horrifying way. Not as horrifying as biting the tail off of a puppy and throwing it and having it explode.
And now you see why I can stomach this. I just watched a puppy explode, so I feel like this is my penance. And take another sip.
You know, it's probably a good thing Sparkles didn't hear you talking about blowing up puppies.
Yeah. We do need to get you a suit today, right?
Yes. I also need to check into work.
So if it's not going to be a box of puppies, what are you going to do? Go for a box of kittens next and then work your way up to the next adorable creature?
I will happily throw kittens into combat.
Box of ferrets.
Dexter is not a fan of cats.
Okay.
They're too much like him.
Yeah. So you kind of remind me of a cat.
So he's like, yeah, I need a better suit. This cheap one's fraying at the elbows and the knees, and it doesn't... I want a nice tailored suit.
We can certainly go shopping. I know a spot.
Well, let's do that this afternoon. I've got to go to work for a bit.
Alright.
I may actually have to go into work. Wow, yeah. Alright, well, he's gonna pound some more, just drain the cup of coffee, and he's gonna turn his eyes at the group as he pours his second cup.
Cypher made the second batch, so it's normal coffee.
Oh, alright. Well, he doesn't know that, so he's just side-eyeing him with a I dare you to say something kind of look on his face as he pours another cup. And then when he takes a sip of this and realizes it's real, there's like a contented look across his face. Cypher, this was you, wasn't it?
What, the actual correct coffee?
Yeah, it has to be. Unless you taught Taipan how to use a coffee maker.
Nope, that's coming now.
Well, I respect the effort, Taipan. I appreciate that.
You're
Actually, Taipan.
welcome. Yes?
I mean, the fact that he downed a whole cup of it, I wonder if we could market it.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I mean, there is a beer in the Shadowrun universe called Hurl, so...
Maybe the... I don't even know where to even begin with that.
As technology?
Yeah?
Ass technology, because it tastes like ass.
Well, they also run every stuffer shack in the world, so yes.
I don't know. We could be onto something major here, guys.
It's true. I don't think pork-flavored coffee is going to be the big hit, though.
No, I don't think so either. Well, do you guys want to go into the city, or do you want to hang out here? Because I need a ride. So I can drive, or you can take me. Taipan, you're not driving. I was talking to Cypher.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't. I just gesture at my no legs.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What if you're no pan?
No pan has
Yeah,
legs.
I guess I can drive as no pan. Not pan. I don't
Well,
think I should.
Right, that part.
We are going to go ahead and jump forward with P. Dexter. So are you all going into the city, or are you dropping him off? Like, what's the plan on that part?
We'll drop him off.
P. Dexter, as you pull up and get dropped off at the clinic, something catches your eye. There is this massive dump truck, like garbage truck, parked out front.
Okay.
There is a giant medical sign spray painted on the hood and on the driver's side door. Coming out of this medical center that you work at is a short, heavy-set elf. He has mutton chops and is balding and is cybered out. Legs, arms, cyber eye. And you see him carrying a box of medical supplies.
Okay. Wow, I swear you remind me of somebody.
The man stops, looks you up and down. You kind of sound familiar. You do a job recently?
Yeah?
Yeah. You're the fragger that got me the assistant.
Yep.
He holds out his hand. I'm Maggot Mike.
Nice to meet you. I'll take his hand and shake it.
His hand is covered in this viscous fluid that has this very distinct smell of garbage.
And I'll take my hand away and look at it, and just kind of hold it off to my side.
You notice that in the passenger seat is the assistant that you helped hire. They look a little different. They are wearing a gas mask. They're in a lab coat. And you watch as Maggot Mike opens up the back of the garbage truck, like the actual, like to make it dump. Inside is an actual street dock mobile center. There is a single surgery bed, a couple of high-tech pieces of equipment in there, but it's a mobile street dock.
I'm gonna look at it and Well, that's impressive.
It still has the smell of garbage, but on the inside it looks sterile, or at least steriler than the outside.
You turned a garbage truck into a mobile dock unit?
Yeah, man, I work with runners. It's easier just to get to them than them to come to me.
It's pretty genius, I gotta give it to you.
Yeah. I get to deal with all the body parts too, man. I got me some connections to get rid of the meat.
Any connections to do BioWare implants?
I don't do BioWare, but I could find somebody. I got a couple of friends that are a couple states away. They do it.
You got my number. If you remember or think about it, put me in touch. Glad the assistant is working out.
Yeah, they actually are pretty decent. They don't question how I do stuff. They don't mind the smell. You watch as he just kind of scratches under his arm. His shirt definitely got the stain of sweats. He does not exactly seem very pleasant to be around. There's this odor of garbage that seems to always permeate around him. And he doesn't look the cleanest.
That explains the gas mask.
Yeah, she made some comment about how she's not comfortable with the cigars, so I just let her wear that whenever she wants.
Yeah, I get it. Cigars. Some people just don't like the smell.
Yeah. So yeah, when I remember who does the bio, I'll kick him your way.
Appreciate that.
You watch as he unceremoniously chucks the medical supplies into the back, pushes a button, and the giant gate slowly closes. He gives you a head nod and walks to the front of the truck.
Okay. I will start walking into work. Eyeballing this truck at the whole time.
Yeah, it's I don't think, well, let's no, I could pretty much guarantee this is not something you would ever think you'd ever see. The outside, besides the spray painted cross on it, looks exactly like a sanitation vehicle. The same markers, it looks like the old school, like it's covered in dirt and grime, and you're pretty sure trash. At least you hope that's trash.
Probably some spare parts of something or someone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to shake that off and then find a sink to wash off this grime.
As P. Dexter is going about his day for his job, we will jump over to Bockles.
Yeah.
Your parents have already left for the day. Your butler, Jeeves, is going about his normal job, cleaning up the house, dusting, emptying out the robotic sweepers, things like that.
Mm-hmm. She probably wakes up at her normal time of like somewhere around 10, gets breakfast, messages the group being like, where's everyone at? When are we meeting for the Johnson?
And apparently no one is answering your text.
All right, left unread.
Yeah.
Taipan sends you back a car emoji. That's what you get from Taipan.
I'm gonna have to learn her emoji use.
Dexter's still trying to find something to wash his hands with.
Probably.
Cypher will respond back. Who are you and where's Sparkles? She doesn't get up this early.
I knew we had to meet. It's me.
Right.
Looks like I'm not bringing you donuts.
That's all right. We got a Ty created a new coffee flavor for us.
Ugh. ...
Okay.
I mean, P. Dexter drank it.
Was it as good as the Bavarian cream for creamer?
Better.
Okay. What was it?
Pig flavor coffee.
Ew! You literally get like a barf emoji.
Yeah, we're gonna teach Taipan how to use the soy coffee maker.
Just staple an instruction manual to the fridge.
We're gonna teach her how to do it properly.
There's an instruction manual. She's good with words, like written ones.
Oh, I do like an instruction manual.
Did she actually say like type that though?
Yes.
She can make words.
It's bad. It's capped in random spots and
I thought the thing was set for 3.
Okay.
So, I don't know. We just dropped P. Dexter off at work, so we're driving.
Okay. Are we just meeting at the Rose Cafe then?
You can, or we can come pick you up.
Okay, if you want to meet me at my boyfriend's, I'll have to get my gear from there anyways.
Yeah, we can meet you there.
What outfit is Sparkles grabbing for this meet?
And it's some stupid suit policy.
It's a dress suit, so it could be a power suit, a dress. It just basically has to be classified as corporate chic, I believe is the term.
Okay. There's it's probably something akin to probably some kind of like long flowing pants, because she's a freaking satyr with satyr legs, so regular pants don't look good on regular satyr legs.
Mm-hmm.
Some nice top. It's she's dressed up, but she's still wearing her dreads and second set of horns.
Okay. You're are you wearing that to the boyfriends, or are you changing in the van? Like, are you wearing it out, or are you wearing your normal gear out?
I will pick up my gear. I'll change in the car. I'll wear my normal gear to my boyfriend's, leave my boyfriend's with the fancy stuff in a bag, and switch in the VTOL, so that way it doesn't look weird of a nice fancy fucking dress satyr coming out of, your territory.
Well, damn, I wanted to mock you as your boyfriend.
Well, I mean, he might question her random duffel bag and why she's not putting on her, like, face visor, but other than that.
Sparkle's carrying around a random duffel bag. No, I don't think that would ping on anyone's radar.
Exactly. So if
Not
anybody
a single
has grenades,
person.
stop clacking around. But yeah, she's probably in some nice dinner dress or something. It's blue colored because she has red fur, and blue looks good with the red fur.
So while you all wait for P. Dexter to get out of work, I'm assuming you guys are going to try to find a clothing shop for him while you wait? Or are you just going to Google, oh wait, your deck? Well, no, you got 2 people who could still use the internet or the Matrix. So are you going to be searching for, or do you guys have a contact that you want to use?
I don't know. Let me look at my contacts. I don't know if I have anyone.
I don't believe you have a tailor.
I do not have a tailor, but
Fixers can help you acquire items. You can also just drive around the city while you wait, because P. Dexter has to put in 5 hours of work.
stop and get lunch or something.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and roll an edge to see what you guys find. Who wants to roll it?
Am I involved in this, or is it between Cypher and Taipan?
Anyone, because you're all together right now.
I'll roll an edge for everyone.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, not me. Don't make me.
Taipan's never allowed to roll edge.
5 hits.
Goddamn.
Whoa.
All right, with 5 hits, you come across a shop that sells pretty much like nicer polos, slacks, dress shoes called the Brown Bush. You find a place that specializes in a little bit more extra high society, I guess you could call it, where you see more tuxedos, more capes and cloaks, called the Tiny Cape. You also find a tailor shop that specializes in taller metatypes called B&B Tailoring. And then you find another one called the Elegant Bomb, which looks like it specializes mostly in elven high fashion.
Guess we'll let Dexter decide, but at least we have something.
Hey everyone, this is Dan, the GM, bringing you the mid-roll. So, we've all had this song and dance before, so let's cut to the chase. Please don't forget that we have a Patreon to help support the show. We have a couple of tiers, each one gives you some perks. Our first one is for shoutouts, our second one is to actually involve yourself in our world. We have a special shop called the Maximilian Loot Hoarder Emporium this season, and you can suggest your craziest ideas, and we will do what we can to make it work for the show. If you want to check that out, all you have to do is head on over to patreon.com/whatthedice. Now, speaking of Patreon, let us give our Patreon shout-outs. Antonia, A Relic, Lady Lumi, Ethan, the Arcology Podcast, and Manic, thank you so much for your continued support month after month. If you want to join them and get your own shout-out, head on over to patreon.com/whatthedice. We do have a merch shop. All these links will be down in the descriptions below. But I do have a quick shout-out. Well, more of a promo. So we have worked with them in the past, and they are one of my favorite shows to listen to. It is Resting Glitchface. Resting Glitchface has their own spin on Shadowrun, and they are amazing to listen to. I have been listening to them since they started. I do need to catch up on some of the new episodes, but they are still one of my favorite shows to listen to, so go check them out. All those links in the description below. Other than that, that's all I have for the mid-roll. I want to thank you all once again for listening to the show each and every week. Without your continued listening earballs, we wouldn't be doing what we do today. So, again, thank you from the bottom of my deep, dark GM heart. I will shut up and let you get on with the episode. And remember, my friends, may the dice gods bless your every roll. All right. Jump ahead 5 hours then. P. Dexter, you are finally released from work. It was a busy day cleaning up after some sick people, running a couple of programs, making a couple of corrections to some security protocols in the IT department, things of that nature. Things that take you a couple minutes here or there, and that's it.
Okay.
As you walk out, you see the Argos sitting outside waiting for you.
Who's ready to go shopping?
Oh, me.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Where would you like to go?
I don't know. Let me, I imagine I was kind of looking during work.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want, you can roll edge as well.
Hey, 2 hits.
With 2 hits, you find a place called Astro Cuts, which is kind of more off the rack. They don't do tailoring, so everything is off the rack. You find a place called Uppercuts, which has some suits, but they're not high fashion, but they are definitely like what you would see a middle manager to lower upper manager wear.
Oh no, I want a fucking John Wick suit.
And then you find a place called the Dazzling Shark, which is a high-end fashion shop that is close to Dockside.
High-end fashion sounds better.
So going to the Dazzling Shark?
Yeah, unless anyone else has better ideas.
There was that one that we picked up that did tuxes and stuff. What was that one?
The Tiny Cape.
The Tiny Cape, yeah. So there's that one too.
A cape.
They're more like tuxedos rather than suits.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not quite gonna work.
I mean, they could.
Well, yeah, but maybe not. All right. Do you guys have a preference?
I mean, it's up to you. It's your suit.
Well, let's head to the dockside one. I'll need a tailor.
As you approach the Dazzling Shark, this tailoring shop is very unique. As you pull up, it kind of looks like an old ship that has been run aground and polished up. And when I say old, I mean more like the 80s style yachts. As you pull up, the door is cut into the side of the hull, and you can definitely hear classical music playing even through the doorway. Inside, you see multiple elves and humans milling about shopping. The first thing you notice is that they're advertising Armati suits as well as the Vashan Island suits. It's it looks like they are advertising that those are what they specialize in. But it looks like you do see a pretty good assortment of other suits just at a glance through the windows.
Okay, this looks like the place I'm looking for.
And they have an excellent selection of suits.
Yeah.
That Fashion Island's my favorite.
I'll say I think you should be able to find something in here.
Yeah, it looks like it. Let's go see if they have my color.
Once inside, it looks like this place uses cameras on different mirrors so you can try on suits without actually putting on the product. You won't know how it feels or sits, but you will definitely know how it looks on you. They also specialize in personal shoppers, which would increase the price of the suit depending on which brand you go with.
Okay.
As you walk in, a gentleman in a very nice executive suite suit walks up and gives you a slight bow. Good evening. Welcome to the Dazzling Shark. I will be your personal assistant, Everin. How may I help you today?
I need a suit.
Well, you have come to the right place, my friend. So, what are we talking about? Let's hear what I can do to dazzle you today.
Well, so we have a formal event that is high fashion. So I'm looking for a suit with the same type of flair that I currently have. So I'd love some deep blues on the inside of my coat. Let's see. I'd also like it to be serviceable as well as fashionable.
You see him have this glazed look as he's clearly in VR making notes as you talk.
A holster for some type of weapon would be nice. Released to make it not so bulgy. I don't know if this is an armed event, but I would like a couple places to conceal options.
Excellent, excellent. Well, with these options that you've given me, give me a moment. Let me quickly scan over our wares and see what I can find you. You see him get that glazed look as he quickly goes through the series of options he has. Let's see. Would you say that this is a high fashion event? Are we looking to attract attention? Is this a formal event where we need to make sure that you are marketable? Or are we talking this is something where you need to be more subdued, something a little bit more blend into the background?
I would like to turn heads, but not draw too much attention, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. He walks you over to one of the mirrors and types in a few buttons. A suit appears around you that is from the Fashion Island. Now, let's see. We want to turn heads, but not quite turn heads. I would probably suggest the Synergist business line. The field in front of you changes, and you see this sleek black suit that seems to bolster your shoulders, but give you this lean cut towards the center.
Okay.
With this, it will have a custom fit. We will ensure that it is set up perfectly for your form, and as requested, there is a single holster hidden right underneath the breast pocket line.
I love it. Is there an option for armor?
Well, of course, these are a Siawashi special. They are all armored. We would not want our executives being injured, now would we?
Absolutely not. And what is the price tag on one of these?
Well, since you've come through me and I am your personal shopper, you are looking at about 1,950 new yen.
Wonderful. I'll take 2.
Absolutely, sir. He walks off, grabs a tape measure, and begins to take your measurements.
Well, I'll let the man work.
All right. This does give you a boost to your social limit by 1, and it is an armor rating of 9.
Nice.
It takes about an hour while he works, so it is now crouching into 12.
Okay.
About 30 minutes later, he comes out with 2 garment bags with the Dazzling Shark logo printed brightly across them. Can everyone give me a perception check?
3 hits.
1.
Or
Okay. Cypher and Taipan, you notice that with the dazzling shark logo, you also notice that in small little script, subsidiary of Black Rose Manufacturing.
son of a bitch. Of course it is.
With your purchases now firmly in hand, you pay and you are able to leave as you need.
All right.
Taipan finishes nosing around the suits.
They have a very vast collection. It even offers special orders for suits they may not keep normally in stock, things that are direct imports from other cities or other countries. It just has a higher lead-up time.
So tempting. Oh, it's so tempting. No, I have a suit already. I have 7, in fact.
They're really nice suits.
Yes, yeah, Fashion Island is one of my favorites.
I remember you saying that, so when I found out that's where they were coming from, I was actually pretty excited.
It's the long coat I wear.
All right. So do we want to jump ahead to the meetup? Or does Taipan want to spend some of her less earned money?
Hey, quiet you. No, I don't need another suit. Really don't need another suit.
I was gonna say, it makes it even.
Yep. Are you sure?
Yeah.
What if one gets dirty, though?
I have more than one of this suit. Do you think I wear the same suit every day?
I hope not.
I just really like this color, blue. It's good.
Does everyone wear blue in this game on the team now?
I think so.
Or has a blue accent of some kind?
Yeah, my suit is primarily blue. It's like a navy.
I'd have to look at Cypher again with his suit on.
Yeah.
And I'm changing my color to the black oil slick.
Okay, so it's that what is that actually called?
Yes, it's sequins.
Yeah.
The formal thing is like a padded, squared shoulder something dress. I don't know. It's short and it's 80s and it's sparkly. So
It's very 80s.
I literally
Very
typed in
80s.
80s dinner dress and found that, and I was like, ooh.
Because apparently your shirt is blue, Cypher. I found the art.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, it's light blue.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody is blue because even our old face was blue.
We're a real team now.
We got colors.
The Timeless Rose Cafe. This is not your normal cafe in the upper districts. They have converted an old greenhouse. All of the flowers here are actual living roses. They have drones constantly going through, ensuring the perfect level of the soil. The flowers are always maintained. If a flower looks like it is wilting, it is quickly snipped and either replaced with something false temporarily, or is trimmed up to where it looks like it is supposed to be that way. There is the sound of harmonic music being played, so the string quartet kind of music constantly being piped in through the PA system. The hostess is standing in a long fitted dress that is this rose red. Her name tag is a rose petal that has the name Emily across it. She is elven she has this pixie cut hair where the tips are all the same color red as her dress. She gives a slight bow.
Welcome to the Timeless Rose Cafe. Do you have a reservation?
We do. We're meeting someone here, 3 o'clock. Mr. Johnson.
Excellent. Please follow me. You are in the Thorn room.
You are walked through this greenhouse, retrofit greenhouse, to a small room that opens up to this solid red and green room. The sound of a noise-canceling generator is filling the air. Sitting on the ornate mahogany table in front of you are a handful of actual menus. They are on a vinyl plastic, but they have this
softness to them, like a rose petal. Sitting across from you is a extremely well-dressed woman. She looks like she is Asian by race. Her hair is pulled back in a tight bun. Her earrings are this bright silver with a diamond dangling from them. She is sitting, her hands folded in front of her, waiting for you to arrive.
Just for the sake of it, Taipan is not Pan right now.
Okay. After a moment, she looks up and she gives a slight nod. You must be the hired help I have requested.
That's us.
I am Miss Johnson. Please have a seat.
Thank you.
I'll politely sit.
Yes, sit down.
Let you have a seat.
Dexter will as well.
Please help yourself to anything on the menu. This place has a wonderful selection of hard ciders that they brew here on site.
Dexter's picking up a menu.
Oh yes, Taipan, same.
It looks like the menu is filled with different types of ciders, more teas and lemonades, and things that are not what your, by any term that I can come up with, the rabble would drink. You don't see beers, you don't see wines, you don't see even, you do see a couple of champagnes. And then when you look at the food menu, it's a lot of those small finger foods.
Reminds me of the cafe we met Taipan in.
I was gonna say. Oh yes, definitely getting a cider, and whatever finger foods they have.
I'll get a nice tea and some finger foods.
Sparkles will recommend the pear cider and order whatevs.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
It's one of my favorites. It's a little sweeter.
P. Dexter, are you ordering anything?
I am. Yeah, absolutely. Preferably something with some nice floral tones to it.
All right. After you all place your orders and the hostess walks off with the order and the door shuts, you watch as the Johnson takes a deep, slow breath. Okay, so I assume you at least know the type of job I am requiring of you.
An extraction.
Right. I have a partner here in the Golden City. Their name is Koki Shirori. She works here at Neonet, a small subsidiary company that we have been trying to acquire her contract for quite some time. She is a borderline genius when it comes to dealing with navigation and targeting when specialized in combat-oriented drones. Her contract with Neonet is in its infancy. She signed on for 15 years. She has been there 2 years and has wanted to come work for my company, Lockheed. There are some caveats to this, unfortunately. With her contract with Neonet, she is not able to freely leave as she chooses. She has to complete the contract, which she does not want to do for a gambit of reasons. In order for her to leave, though, she will need to bring her son, Jin, as well. Do you have any questions?
Not so far.
I assume you have pictures and dossiers?
Absolutely. She pulls out a data chip and slides it across the table to you.
I slide it over to Sparkles.
Yeah. Check that out.
The pictures are, in most dossiers, you would see pictures from a distance, or they would look like pictures from corporate events. These look different. Koki is definitely Oriental in descent. She is Asian. She is elven with this long, black, straight hair. She has those tones that give her that almost straight out of a magazine level beauty. The pictures that you see of her are, she is in jeans and a t-shirt. It looks like she might be sitting at a park. And these don't look like spy shots. These look like candid shots. She does have some obvious cyberware, some link-ups for computers. You do see that instead of having cyber eyes, it looks like she has some kind of adapter on her temple to connect with goggles of some kind. Very similar to, maybe not to the same heaviness as Sparkles' goggles, but something like that. Or that they are linked up to specially designed glasses.
Kind of like Geordi from Star Trek, that level of...
Yes.
While looking over the pictures, Sparkles is going to go borderline genius, nav and targeting, combat-oriented drones with NeoNet. That's not going to be an easy extraction. What kind of security things are we going to have to be worrying about to get her?
Well, that is entirely up to where and when you approach her. She is willing to come willingly if you can acquire her son as well. If not, she may put up resistance.
Okay, where's her son at?
Jin is, due to multiple birth defects, he is part of a school here in town that is helping children who have cyberware rejection syndrome. He was born with some damages to his legs, which would put him in a wheelchair the rest of his life if it weren't for cyberware. So they are currently working on trying to find a solution for his cyber rejection syndrome. As of current, he is wheelchair bound. She indicates on towards Sparkles. You will see a couple of pictures of him in the dossier as well.
She'll locate them out so they can see him.
You see a picture of a young child anywhere between 10 and 12. His hair is that straight black, except his elven ears are not as pronounced. He might be half human. He is definitely in the pictures in a very advanced looking wheelchair. Looks like it's motorized or gives him the ability to move around a lot more freely than just a traditional wheelchair.
So if push comes to shove during this extraction, do you have any qualms against collateral damage or damaging her employers if necessary?
Me personally, I do not have any qualms with that. Now, Koki does have many friends in her company, and I'm sure she would be rather miffed if they were harmed permanently.
So, in other words, try to get her out of there without causing a lot of ruckus.
Correct. Now, she works here in town, and she also lives in the A district. She and her family own a small home.
Does the son live with her in the evenings, or is it a live-on-campus school?
No, she has a personal assistant drop him off.
Was the assistant required for her to leave?
Absolutely not. As far as I know, the personal assistant works for NeoNet directly.
So, personal assistant can't be involved in the knowledge of this either.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, if you have to incapacitate him, I would prefer no death, for her personal assistant is well regarded in what he does, and from what I understand, he is not someone who will pick up arms unless he absolutely has to.
So keep it quiet, minimal damage of anything. So it's really 2 extractions. I can't imagine that if it's impossible to take her son, she wouldn't leave with him. Or is that extremely disliked but on the table?
If you are not able to acquire her son, I can do what I can.
I'm just making sure it's not a deal breaker. Obviously, we're going to try our best to get both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But if push comes to shove.
Yes, if push comes to shove, if you have to extract her by herself, that is fine.
And then get the son later.
Unfortunately, this is a one shot.
Okay, that's good to know. Parameters of the job.
Correct. Is there any other questions you might have?
Is she willing to leave behind all of her technology that she has? If she has like a personal phone, you know, comms and stuff, things that can be tracked. Because if she's wanting to get out, and she's high profile for them.
Yes, she and I have spoken at great lengths. She is willing to leave anything that might be trackable wherever you extract her from, or if I can get a hold of her, she will leave them either at home or in her office.
Are we allowed to have contact with her to possibly arrange things, or do you think the phones are bugged?
I am inclined to believe that the phones are bugged.
Okay, can we go through you if we want to arrange a meet with her to extract her? So there's nothing spoken via technology.
We can attempt it, but I have to keep my contact with her very limited due to the situation.
Understandable. One shot. Yep.
Yes. Would you guys like to peruse the dossier for any other information?
Yeah. And we'll speak.
Okay. Give me a perception check for anyone that is looking at the dossier. The dossier can be shared via your smart links. So if you have smart link goggles or anything like that, or Sparkles can just put it on her comm link and everyone can look at over her shoulder.
I do have smart glasses, so I can at least look at it in AR.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same.
I'm gonna spin an edge.
Okay.
Did you see my roll?
Oh, damn. No, I didn't.
Literally 3 1 3 1 2 4 1 1 1 2 3.
Self-destruct initiated.
Oh,
5 hits.
Never mind. Dex
3
got
hits.
it.
I got 5 hits.
It's not a critical failure, but just a failure.
Sparkles is distracted. By what? We don't know. Probably the cider that's been placed in front of her.
I should probably hand it her comm to Taipan to look at it.
Or that.
That's exactly what happened.
So I can't see, that's why I failed.
P. Dexter and Cypher, one of the things you first notice is that Koki has a wedding ring on her finger. You also notice in a couple of the pictures that there is a gentleman that seems to be standing next to her that seems to have, I don't want to call it a death grip, but definitely holding her, not her hand, but more like her wrist in this possessive kind of manner.
So, if I'm looking at this picture correctly, she's got a husband? Or at least someone who's very controlling in her life?
The Johnson seems very quiet for a moment and then just gives a short, curt nod yes.
Is he something we need to consider in our calculations?
I would imagine so.
Good to know.
Any hard feelings if we have to punch the guy or anything?
Her lips pierce into this solid, thin line as she thinks, and she just gives a soft shrug. If you have to harm him, I would feel no remorse.
Won't make anyone's lives difficult if that accidentally or it has to happen?
It will not make my job difficult, no.
Good to know. Go back to looking over the dossier.
Okay. Can I get a judge intentions from everyone?
Get the feeling this woman's not being on the up and up.
5 hits.
Oh, Cypher.
4 hits.
And Dexter.
2 hits.
I got 1.
All right, Cypher and P. Dexter. When you mention the husband and you mentioned asked about him, the Johnson seems more rigid, like she is holding back anger or irritation.
Okay, when we mentioned
The
her
husband.
husband?
Yeah.
Would you like us to kill the husband?
Dexter's gonna get elbowed by Sparkles. Name?
I'm not above wet work. It'll be extra, but if that's what you want.
Dex will hit the sub vocal and just say, "What if he's beating her?"
Then he deserves it.
Yeah, if you look at the picture, he's got a death grip on her wrist.
Take his hands. But Sparkles will speak up and go, is there anything you can inform us about him? Since you indicate he might be needing to be involved in our calculations.
I don't know much about Yano. From what I have heard, and this is all rumor and speculation, he might be an enforcer for the Yakuza.
That's useful information. Thank you.
Yeah, very useful information.
But it is all hearsay and rumor. I have not been able to confirm.
Of course.
But over the time I have known her, things have gotten particularly rough for her at work since their marriage.
When was their marriage?
She remarried and married Yano about 7 years ago.
So the child is a different father.
Yes, a Jima who disappeared from their home several years ago, just after the birth of their son.
My offer stands open.
If Yano happens to disappear or falls prey to an accident, I will discuss possible increased payment.
That is my specialty.
Do you have any other questions?
None here.
Let us speak.
She nods. You watch as she reaches up, presses something on the back of her ear, and you notice that she doesn't seem to be paying attention. Like she's reading the menu or something of that nature.
Made herself deaf and isn't watching our lips. Got it.
Correct.
It's 11K a person for delivery.
Well, calculate the days, because it's per day.
Oh, is it 3K per day?
Yeah, 3K per day. It's a 45-hour drive. So what is that?
So that'd be 14. Probably a 3-day drive, so an extra 9K, so 17K.
And that's if we're rushing it. Realistically, I'd say budget for 10 hours a day on the road unless you drive nonstop.
Yeah. So, yeah, I actually think that's a really good rate. We could ask for more, but I don't know if we'll get it.
I would say let's ask for 10K more. Or 10K instead of 8K for the extraction itself, considering it's 2 people
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
that we're trying to do.
With a husband that may have to disappear.
You leave that to me.
Yeah. Her specialty is mind stabbies.
No, that's not mind stabby. That's a mind.
Go fuck yourself.
Pretty much, yeah. That's where I was going with it.
So, how about this? Let's say for the extraction, high profile, both people, 12K. If we can only get one, 8K. 3K per person per day.
I think that sounds good.
I'm in agreement.
And also minimal damage and being quiet about it. Yeah. I think 12K, 3K. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Any other questions or concerns?
None here.
Would you all like to look over the dossier one more time for any other information that you may or may not need?
Yeah, Sparkles didn't get to really look at.
All right, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Hey, I'm not oblivious this time.
3 hits.
3.
1 hit. Now I'm distracted.
The comm link's no longer in your hand.
A 1.
All right. And then before we all agree, well, Dan can tell us what.
Looking over more of the dossier, you do find that there are a couple of vehicles that she uses to and from work. One, it seems like she uses on the weekend, which is a VTOL. During the week, it looks like she is picked up and dropped off in a limo with the Neonet tag on the side. The son, it looks like the personal assistant picks them up in a AmeriCar that is all blacked out with the Neonet logo on the side of it. You also find in the dossier her work schedule. She works 5 days a week. She is on site at 6 in the morning and leaves at 5 p.m. Her son is in or on school grounds from 8 till 3 with a lunch period at 11.
Can we see anybody in those cars?
No, it looks like everything is all blacked out, but You can definitely assume that the limo has at least a single driver, and that you know that the son has just the personal assistant, because there's only the one person that gets in or out.
Okay. I don't got any more questions unless somebody else does.
No.
Oh, actually, Dexter, can you look up this Yano guy real quick? See what a quick search does on how much of a problem he's gonna be for us?
Sure. I'll start looking at like social media feeds, security records.
Security records would require you to hack into a security database.
6 hits on just regular searches.
With the regular searches, he is a complete social media blackout. There is, besides the handful of pictures that you see on, like, the family me feed, he has zero social media feeds.
Interesting.
With those 6 hits and digging a little deeper, you do find an article from Neo-Tengoku, which is a city across the ocean. You see a picture of a younger of him. He is in a striking black suit, black shirt, black suit, black gloves. He is standing next to several other heavily armed men, and the caption is in Japanese. Do you speak Japanese? You have a Linguasoft, so you can chip that in, and you'll be able to read it.
Okay.
With a quick chip of your Linguasoft, the caption is local group helps push back invading gang.
Alright, I'll send that link to the rest of the group.
Anyone have any knowledges that will help you out?
No.
I have gangs. I don't think that's gonna help. Shadowrun community.
Shadowrun communities will work. For P. Dexter, I will allow you to roll your Renraku computer systems because they are based out of Neo-Tengoku. You'll just have a -1 to that.
I rolled Shadowrun community.
Shadowrun communities, and type in you've got nothing.
Yeah, I ain't got shit.
Alright, so 5 for Sparkles.
2 for me.
P. Dexter. Alright. Sparkles. As you study this picture, you notice on one of the guys who has what looks like an AK-47 slung on his back, you notice a tattoo on his neck. It's a little hard to make out discerning exactly what it is, but it definitely looks dragon-ish. The scaling, the thinning on the back. And you get this inkling that, yeah, this guy might either be a go-ganger or works for Yakuza. But Yano does not have any visible tattoos.
Alright, Sparkles will point that out to Dexter going, can you image enhance that? And she's also going to send it to Silver.
Can I just run a computer check to do that instead of a matrix search?
Yeah, you can.
5 hits.
Yeah, it comes back with a couple of matching hits, and they all tend to be in the Yakuza family. You may not, without having the full picture, you don't know which clan he works with, but it's definitely, the stylization is definitely Yakuza in design.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely Yakuza. Well, they are.
That's good to know.
Yeah, let's just assume. Alright. I say like I said, 12k for the 2, 3k per person a day.
Yeah, if we're going against the Yakuza.
Yeah. Alright. Sparkles will turn around and motion for the Johnson to let her know that they're done talking.
The Johnson catches wind of whatever you're doing to get her attention. She looks up, reaches behind her ear, pressing something. Yes.
We are definitely interested in taking this job. We would like to
Excellent.
offer a counter since we will aim to get both of them, the son and her, 12K for the extraction, 3K a day per person, any expenses with receipt covered.
Please roll me your negotiation.
2 hits.
That ain't bad.
No, it
Not for
isn't.
Sparkles, it ain't.
All right, so you're asking for 10K,
No, 12.
12K, and they're offering 8, right?
Original offer was 8K for the extraction itself, 3K per person per day.
Okay.
Sparkles is countering with 4K since it's 2 people that are high profile. Quiet extraction. Keeping the 3K per day per person.
She looks at you for a moment, and you could see her eyes glaze over as she is looking at something. As her eyes come back into focus, I will accept 10K, not the 12.
She'll look at the group.
I think that's acceptable.
Any
Cypher will
nays?
nod.
10K. 10K it is.
Excellent. Well, it was excellent doing business with you. She slides her business card over. It is a crisp white card with the Lockheed name emboldened across the front. You see the name Naya Hisako across the card with the title Asset Acquisitions. If you have any problems, please contact me directly.
Got it. Will do.
She slowly stands and gives you a bow as she slowly exits. Enjoy the rest of your time here. I have this booked for the next hour or so.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There you go.
She gives another bow and slowly exits. And as we watch this woman slowly walk through the cafe, we end this episode here.
As the camera pans in, we don't see what we normally see. We don't see ourselves. Instead, we see Simon. He is sitting in this luxury apartment with several other mid-level managers from the R&D department. In front of them, a elf dressed in a fine suit is pacing. The screen behind him shows pie charts and graphs, things of management knowledge. Simon seems to be scribbling notes, keeping track of everything that is written. His handwriting is meticulous and clean. Something about his energy is different than normal. He is calm, as if he is learning how to do whatever he is doing. The elf walks up, grabs the notepad and chucks it in a fire, and says 2 simple words: leave no trace. As the camera pans away, the camera statics out in that familiar static. Hoy, 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 chummers. Eddie Sparks here. Eddie's found himself a nice little hideaway. There's some acid rain going down. Eddie doesn't want to peel the paint on his fancy van. That and I'm doing some repairs. Eddie's favorite chair kind of broke during the last drive. Nothing sucks more than when you're broadcasting and you lean back to stretch your back and stretch your arms, and your chair just snaps and you hit the ground. Eddie might invest in putting some padding on the ground around him, cushion them falls whenever things go south. Maybe save Eddie some repair jobs when something falls off his desk. Something that's easy to clean. Eddie hates cleaning. But enough about Eddie. Let's talk about the runner teams. Sounds like they got themselves a sweet little payday coming. Well, once they do this fracking long drive, plus the extraction, plus the scouting, plus whatever Drek comes up. Because you know a run is never a run if Drek don't hit the fan. And frack it all, does Drek hit the fan if you ain't smart. And if you are smart, it still hits the fan. And if you're dumb, it still hits the fan. Like, you just can't stop it from hitting the fan. Eddie thinks everyone should remove the fan so Drek can't hit it. And then it doesn't get everywhere. It just sticks to your roof, ceiling, whatever. But, unfortunately, that little light's blinking, which means Eddie needs to skedaddle and cut this broadcast. So, let us remind each other the tenets of Shadowrunning. 1. Stick to the shadows. 2. Always keep your gun loaded. And 3. Never make a deal with a dragon. This is Edis Box, and I am signing. Ow! Ta!
Hey everyone, Nightland here, co-creator of What the Dice, and player of Sparkles for Season 2, to do some thank yous here at the end of our episode. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for listening. We would not be here today without you, and I do mean that sincerely. We never thought we would get this far, and knowing that there's someone out there, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one with the earballs listening right now. If it wasn't for you guys and us knowing that you're actually here and enjoying what you're listening to, we wouldn't have kept going, and it genuinely fills our heart with joy, and I want to make sure that we tell you every single time at the end of these episodes. We are eternally grateful. Second, we would like to take a moment to thank all the things that we use in our day-to-day What the Dicey ways. First up, Epidemic Sound for our sound effects and music, Podbean for being our host, Foundry VTT, and Forge VTT for creating their virtual tabletop gaming applications and services, Craigbot for our recordings, Catalyst Game Labs for Shadowrun, which is the current system we are running. And with that, if you can spare a moment of effort and want to help us out, the best thing that you can do is honestly, tell a friend, share us, drop a link in a Discord somewhere that you're a part of, or take that 2-second effort of hitting a like, hitting a follow, giving us a star rating. Whatever the button is on whatever it is that you're listening to us on goes a long way in helping us fight that horrible algorithm monster. Also, the Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in the connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to What the Dice to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary material for the promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with What the Dice in any official capacity whatsoever.